and an obsessive passion for comic books. Well, in a nutshell, you get Sebastian Bach. And I had a chance to catch up with Jekyll and Hyde's leading man at Manhattan's Village Comics.
As the flaxen frontman for the ultimate heavy metal hair band Skid Row, Sebastian Bach sold over 22 million records. Well, these days he's playing sold-out crowds with Broadway's Jekyll and Hyde. The trademark tresses are still there, as is his favorite non-musical hobby.
I have at least, 4,000 comics. I got the first appearance for Spider-Man, Amazing Fantasy number 15, which is worth like $25,000. I could, buy a motorbike or a pool with that, but I'll keep the comic.
Is there a comic book character that you really would want to be?
Yeah, well, I love the Incredible Hulk. He was always my favorite, and funnily enough, he was completely based on Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Now, Sebastian, if you promise to behave yourself, we may be able to put in a good word and get you this Mr. Hyde doll for free.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
I can't guarantee it, though. Is that what you look like on stage now?
Well, depending on how much sleep I get, yeah.
Actually, as the ad promises,
evil has never looked this good.
And it's never worked so hard.
When I come out on there, and it's like a lot of my fans in the audience, and it says starring Sebastian Bach outside, I take that really seriously. Sure. So I go out there with every intention of just, blowing the house down every night. And, knock on wood, we've had, 70 shows or 60 shows. It's not wood, it's paper, but that'll have to do.
Right on that.
But we've had standing ovations like every single night, and that doesn't suck.
Critics and fans agree.
A lot of people who have seen the show tell me, while you're excellent in the role of Dr. Jekyll, you seem better suited for Mr. Hyde. Do you have a feeling about that?
Well, it's a very rock and roll play. Mr. Hyde is full-on rock and roll, let it all hang out, let's have sex, let's get crazy. I've been doing that for like 15 years. So for me, the Dr. Jekyll is a little more satisfying only because it's more of a challenge.
But Hyde definitely gets more satisfaction on stage, something this married dad of two gets to joke about with his wife.
There's a couple of scenes where I do make out with the girls, but then a couple of scenes later, I murder the girls. She prefers the murder scene to the kissing scene.
Gee, let me think about that for a minute. And what does he think about going from Skid Row to Savile Row?
That's the thing about life, if you go for something and you achieve it and you pull it off, that really kicks ass.
So apparently you can say that word on television. I have no idea. But if you want to catch Bach in Jekyll and Hyde, you got to act soon because his run will wrap up October 15th. He told me that closing night is already sold out. What a nice guy. Very insightful and also very funny. He has two kids. They are London and Paris. And he joked that if he had a third son, he might name it something like Weehawken. But really a great guy and very passionate about his new endeavors.
Hoboken.
Good for him.
That was another choice.
He gives another element too. I saw it with the first guy, and he gives us a lot. Just from watching that clip there, a little big rock and roll edge to the character.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, AJ.
Yep.
We'll be right back.